Which team, by colors alone, is identifiable around the world?
The autumn wind is a Raider.
Which team, by slogan, commitment to excellence?
Pillaging just for fun.
Just win, baby.
He'll knock you round.
All those things
Then upside down
are the Raiders.
and laugh when he's conquered and won.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win.
He's blowing up. Raiders!
Just win, baby.
The greatest offseason for a single team in NFL history.
Not only have the number one overall pick, they have taken every single round of the draft.
Welcome to the dark side, my friend.
Let's go, baby. Raiders select Ashton Jenkins.
Houston, Bowers made the catch! Running, there, reached the 5, touchdown! Oh, Alina! Over the middle, plugged up in the air, and picked off by Mark!
The greatness of the Raiders is in its future.
What's going on, Raider Nation, man? Welcome to another edition, man. Top pop-up edition, Just Win, baby, podcast. Tonight, we got Raider Ben. We dive in head first into everything coming out of Raider OTAs, the latest press conferences. We got Brock Bowers talking, Tre Tucker talking, Fernando Mendoza. You know, everything's real about him. Raider Nation is just starting to wonder how good this football team could be. Tonight, we're breaking down the press conferences, players whose stock could be rising, players who need to step up, early impressions of Klint Kubiak's, expectations for Brock Bowers and Tre Tucker. Get active in the chat right now. Who has impressed you the most during OTAs? Is Brock Bowers about to be the next best tight end in football? And what's your expectations for Fernando Mendoza, man? If you're watching live, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the stream with another member of Raider Nation. This is the Nation with Attitude on all three channels, Dirty, Black, and myself. We have a lot to cover tonight. Grab your drinks, fire up the chat, and let's talk some Raiders football. Let rock. What up, man? What's going on? What up, Pizzo? I think Black's in there too. What up, bro?
How you guys doing?
Not much, bro. Just, you know, chilling, you know, listening to these press conferences. You know, that's really all we got to do right now. It's Black right there. What up, Black? What up, man? What up with you, bro?
What's up with it?
Not much, bro. Chilling. Ace, what up, chat? Appreciate you guys for coming through. We're gonna dive into the press conference. Nutty Raider Nate should be here. We appreciate you guys as always, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. We got the press conference lined up. I got some A and B options. We're gonna introduce a new segment to the channel. I think a lot of people liked, you know, the 2014, 2016 graphic A or B. So we got a new segment on the show now. It's gonna be called This or That. You feel me? And we're gonna start the shows early with this or that segments, man. Get you guys interactive with the chat, man. You guys interact early with us. I think we got some good options tonight, man. I got a couple of them. We'll throw in some right now while we wait for Nutty Raider Nate to pull up. Shout out to Dirty, man. I think Dirty might be a little bit late. I know he's got his daughter's graduation, man. So congratulations to him and his family for that. That's dope. So shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Robert Pena is in here. Jason Ramirez is in here. Anthony Provencio. J-Dog. What up, Raider Jeff? We got Willie Wayne in here, man. Appreciate you guys as always. Charm City. What's up, man? So we'll get to the first segment of the show, and that's going to be This or That while we wait for Dirty and Nate. So we're gonna bring an option up. Chat, you're gonna give us option A or B. This is A, or you just put this or that. That's fuck it. Just put this or that in the chat. So we get our first option right here. This gonna be if you had to choose 3 of the toughest Raiders to have on your team. Here are your options right here. You can get with this, or you can get with that right there, chat. You got Jack Tatum and Ted Hendricks and Matt Millen versus Bill Romanowski, Richie Incognito, and Vontaze Burfict, man. How you guys feel in the chat? What up with you, Black? How you feel about this metric right here on the chat? This little graphic jink.
Who's the best out of these two?
Yeah, these 2 options in terms of like the toughest option between these 2 options right here.
Yeah, I'll go with A.
He's going with this, so he's going with A. How you feeling, Pizzo?
I think everyone's going to go with A. I mean, you have to.
They have no love for Bill Romanowski or Richie Incognito or Vontaze Burfict.
Nah, Incognito was all right. He was cool, but he wasn't here. We didn't get to see him that much.
Yeah,
he was more hurt than he was playing. You know, he just had a reputation that everybody liked. Yeah, he had the bully reputation, but you know, we didn't really get to see too much of it. He was cool, but Bill Romanowski, yeah, but he's a saf. He'll break your orbital.
Break your orbital.
You know what I'm saying? He's cool, but the other 2, nah.
I feel you. Okay. That's how you guys feel in the chat, man. So Frank Weber rocking with A, so it would be this or that. He's got this. Charm City's got this, which would be A for this or that. What up with you, Blaze? He said, "Where's Howie Long?" I think I might have one up here with Howie Long, to be honest. Please, Jeff says he's got Jack Tatum, Ted Hendricks, and Matt Millen. What up, Nia? What up? Blazer said Incognito could not block Howie Long. Howie would clean his clock. Yeah, you're probably right. All right, I got another one for y'all. What would you say? Something, Black? No, man, sorry. Okay, it's like another one for y'all. We got let's see, the most underrated trio. Jason Campbell, Michael Bush, and Jacoby Ford versus Jeff Hostetler, Tyrone Wheatley, and James Jett. Who you got? This or that?
I'll go with that.
You hitting up that? Like Jeff Hostetler?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Making Jeff Hostetler.
Jason Campbell was cool. Michael Bush was cool. Jacoby Ford was cool. Jason Campbell didn't even really play a whole year, really.
I think Jason did some things. Like a year and a half, no?
Well, I mean, he didn't finish the year that we were making a playoff run or whatever. He might have played a year after that or a year before that, but it didn't matter. It was inconsequential. To me, anyway. Hostetler did some things. Tyrone Wheatley was definitely a force, and James Jett was always a threat. So I'm going with that.
For sure. How you guys feel in the chat, man? You guys got this or that? Play Blazer says he's got Jim Plunkett, Cliff Branch, and Marcus Allen. Underrated. Yeah, we got underrated trio right here, Frank Weber. You had to pick one of these underrated trios. Who you got there, Pizzo?
I got that too.
So he's gonna go with Jeff Hostetler, Tyrone Wheatley, and James Jett. Those that was a little bit before my time. Got to see a little bit of Tyrone Wheatley at the end of his career. I'm gonna take this with Jason Campbell, Michael Bush, and Jacoby Ford. We're doing a different format tonight, Raider Nation for life. Nice to see you, bro. Okay, so let's get into the press conference. We'll start with Tre Tucker because I was gonna do Brock Bowers segment, go over that, and then I was gonna have Nutty Raider Nate go with us to go over Tyler Lindenbaum. So we'll save Brock Bowers and Tyler Lindenbaum, and we'll just talk about Tre Tucker. We'll watch his press conference first. We'll get into that. So let's go ahead and take the overlay down. Bring us back up here. Let's bring up the press conference. It's Tre Tucker.
What have you seen so far in this offense that maybe is conducive to what you want to do and how you kind of fit into it?
Yeah, that's a lot of things. We're very multiple. We got a lot of things going on. So we can pretty much do anything we want to do at any time, which is great. We just all got to be on the same page and execute.
What excites you about your role in particular in this offense?
Yeah, I think Coach Kubiak, his big thing is just being able to do, multiple things. So not just lining up at one spot and playing that spot, but lining up at all three, So in our scheme, you'll see guys everywhere. And that's the whole versatility part. So I'm excited to do that, excited to do a bunch of different things. You'll see me here, you'll see me there, you'll see that guy here, there. So we'll be all over the place.
All right. So he was asked there on that particular question, how does he feel in Klint Kubiak's offense and how Klint Kubiak's using them? He said that Klint Kubiak is pretty much lining receivers up everywhere. So there's not your traditional X receiver, your traditional Y, or traditional slot receiver. Everybody's lined up everywhere. That's the reason why I think when a lot of people were like getting all caught up in, the Raiders don't have a true X receiver, I really don't think it's that big of a deal, just because mainly Klint Kubiak's offense for the most part doesn't rely on that. They don't have to have that. And like I said, and we all know, bro, Brock Bowers is going to get the majority of the targets no matter what. So that alone, in my opinion, doesn't really, the whole fact that we're going to have Brock Bowers and we have dudes lined up everywhere, the whole not having an X receiver doesn't bother me too much. So what's your thoughts, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of X and Y and Z. I mean, there's always going to be an X, Y, and Z on the field. It's just that everybody has to know the X position, the Y position, and the Z position for matchups.
Yeah, well, see, one thing about Klint Kubiak, man, that you'll start to understand if you don't really understand already is you're going to have to be very smart to play in his offense. A lot of the reasons why I think we drafted Fernando. But yeah, I like I said, when it comes to, not having your typical outside receiver, like Black said, bro, you're just going to have to kind of know, where you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to do it, and then I think as long as the Raiders do that, we got players that can do that or receivers can do that. I think we're going to be good regardless. So what's your thoughts, Pizzle?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for Tucker this year. I think he's gonna benefit a lot from this offense coordinator from Kubiak's offense, and yeah, I'm with you guys with you don't need like a so-called number one overall guy on the outside because they're all every week is a different guy. In my opinion, and we're going to see that because he's going to scheme up a different scheme every week.
Yeah.
And so I think each wide receiver is going to get to showcase his skills on a weekly basis.
Yeah, and I'm with you, bro. Like you said, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited for Tre Tucker too. I think his role, in Kubiak's offense, with Kubiak already having guys like this with Rashid Shaheed, who's played pretty well in the same exact role as Tre Tucker, I think it's going to be exciting. Let me ask you guys this: you guys think Tre Tucker breaks 1,000 yards? No. Let me know, chat. How you guys feel, chat? Chat. You guys got Tre Tucker breaking 1,000 yards? Yes or no? I don't know. I think if he's going to have any chance to do it in his career if he ever leaves the Raiders, knock on wood, because I think the Raiders going to find a way to re-sign him. It's probably going to be his best opportunity to hit it. No, don't you think?
I think he can get 1,000 yards.
I mean, what wide receivers do you see in this room that are gonna probably be the dude outside of him? We have a ton of faith in Jalen Naylor or Dante Thornton or.
No, I don't know about Naylor, but not really in Thornton yet, and not really.
What up, Nutty Raider Nate? What up, man?
I don't know anything.
My bad, bro.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying I like having the keys, bro. This shit's dope.
Yeah, he just pulled in. He just pulled on in his jank. Oh yeah, man. Nice to have you, bro. So yeah, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so where was I at? 1,000 yards. Yeah, I think you can get 1,000 yards. And yeah, just because like he got 7-something last year, so and I think he'll have more opportunity to get more yards this year. And oh no, that's right. So we already went over. So no, Dante Thornton. No, I don't trust Thornton, and so and the other guys, and I don't trust Beck. Beck ain't gonna get. He's gonna be the possession guy. So he's gonna, as far as I'm concerned, he's the most seasoned guy, right? And Naylor seems to be like he might be okay, but we haven't seen him do anything yet, so we can't say what Naylor's gonna do. So Tre Tucker has got to kind of be the guy, in my opinion.
All right, chat. So I asked everybody, does Tre Tucker hit 1,000 yards? Alfredo says, nah, he not going to hit 1,000. Raider Nation for Life said he's not going to hit 1,000. Willie Wayne says he thinks Tre Tucker will hit 1,000 yards. Charm City says no way. Brock's Raider Nation for Life says Brock will be the focus and Tre Tucker will get about 700 plus. So he's got him around 700. So yeah, man, let us know in the chat. So let me ask you this. So if he's not going to get 1,000, who do you guys think is going to be the number one receiver in this receiver room? You guys can let me know. Let's know in the chat too, bro. We want to know what y'all think. Who's going to be the number one receiver when this is all said and done in terms of like who's going to stack up the most yardage, y'all feel?
I got to assume Kubiak went after Naylor for a reason.
So you're going to go with Jalen Naylor?
We'll see once they play, of course, but I feel like
early predictions. Trailer.
Yeah, I feel like we paid him. Give him a 3-year contract.
Easy, bro. Have a good one.
Give him some guaranteed money. I think we're going to try to feature him.
Okay, how you feel, Pizzle? Who you think is going to be the number one receiver in terms of stats at the end of the year? Who you think is going to rack up the most yardage in this receiver room?
I just said it. I think Tucker's going to be the guy. I don't.
Okay, yeah. You said you did have him over 1,000. Okay, yes, that would definitely make him. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, no, and just because, like I said, for me, it's just a default. I'm not saying Naylor's any good or not any good, but Tucker's been here the longest, right? So I don't know how long Naylor's been in the league, but we know how long Tucker's been here. Going to be his 4th year, right? So,
yeah.
And I think it's really going to come down to who's got the energy with the quarterback, who's because and whether or not he can build up the trust, because that's who the quarterback's going to throw the ball to, is who's going to catch the ball.
Yeah, where the trust factor's at. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and what's your thoughts though, Black?
I don't think it really matters. That's not the mindset that I have for the team. It's wide receiver by committee. So I don't know. Well, I just don't think Tucker's going to get 1,000 because he's not going to be the focal point. There is no focal point of our offense other than Bowers, and the teams are going to try to take that away, which is cool, whatever. That's part for the course. But that's where all the other guys come in at, and then you spread the ball around, and then when they try to chase everybody else, then Bowers get loose, or he's just going to manhandle his way to get open anyway because he knows how to get open. So I don't think it really. I don't know. The ball's gonna go around. It's gonna be evenly distributed.
For sure. All right, let's get back into this press conference. Dive back into this real quick.
What's it like going into year 4 in the NFL for you, and how maybe things feel different or similar to years past?
Yeah, I would say a lot more confident. I come in, I know what's expected of me. To me, it's a 365 thing. I work all year round at this. This is what I love to do. So I get to come in and work, and now I'm a leader in the room. So, my job is obviously to get the young guys going in the right direction and going out there and being the standard.
What is that like for you, kind of being the mentor now among this wide receiver group?
I was very fortunate to have some great guys in my room when I was a rookie, which kind of helped me grow and, as a person and as a player. So that's my whole thing with those guys is how can I make them better, and how can I help them in any way possible? Like I always tell them, my phone's open at any time of the hour because this is what I love to do. So however I can help them, I'll do it.
So you know what's crazy to think is that he was asked about how's it feel like to be a veteran in the room. It's crazy, bro, to think that Tre Tucker is that veteran receiver because there's really nobody. Do you guys think the Raiders bring in any other receivers? Like, you guys think there might be any going into training camp? The Raiders just signed insert name here. Because I mean, there is no veterans, bro. Like, I don't know how much that means to this coaching staff, but this is an extremely young wide receiver core.
I mean, we may bring someone in. We always looking for somebody. Swiatek makes it clear that he's always open for business. So we're always looking for someone. We don't know who's going to get released after camp, during camp, before camp, whatever. But as it is right now, we're cool with what we have. We're going to be cool regardless. But if there is an opportunity, I think Swiatek could jump on it.
Yeah, we if something pops up and it's the right price, I don't see why not. But I don't think we go trade for anybody and oh no, we gotta get our quarterback a receiver right now. I'm telling you guys, I've been saying it for months now. The plan is to get the run game going, and then next year we can kind of play off of that. And people are trying to set up for the run, and we hit them with the play action. Well, maybe we get them with that later on in the season. We'll see. I don't know. But I definitely think the running game is the vocal point of the season to start this year.
I mean, if the Raiders, let's just say, you know, everything don't go well for the Raiders. The Raiders are in a top 10 position pick next year. I mean, the Raiders will have a true chance at worst. Cam Coleman was a great wide receiver, bro, coming out of college. I mean, I want Jeremiah Smith. Y'all know where my head lays with that, but I would not be mad if the Raiders get Cam Coleman next year. Neither. What up, Owls Ghost? But yeah, I'm with you, Nate. I don't think the focal point, especially at least this year, is going to be, oh, let's try to air the ball out. You feel me? And it's not really what Kubiak's really about anyways. It's more a 50-50 guy. So I don't know if there's that much precedent this year in terms of trying to go get a number one guy or even a veteran receiver. You know, like there's really not that many guys out. You guys want Stephon Diggs or Tyreek Hill. Like there's not many options. You feel me?
AJ Brown, we can go trade for somebody like that, but that's just we're not in a position right now to. I mean, I know Raider fans.
AJ Brown, shit. I ain't talking shit. If they want to trade for AJ Brown, I'd trade for AJ Brown in a heartbeat.
You know what I mean? And that's what they're saying.
Oh, like a fifth.
That's what they're saying. For the right price, I'm down. But like I said, they probably asking for something hefty.
That's why I don't know why there was rumor of or fire around AJ Brown going to the Patriots. Like I don't think Vrabel even likes AJ Brown. If Vrabel's the one who traded AJ Brown away from the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Like that's why I don't know how much fire that really has. I know there's smoke there. What up, Philly? But I don't know if Mike Vrabel likes AJ Brown.
Mike Vrabel likes Dirty Diana.
I could be not exactly Raider Nation for life. I'm definitely hopping on the AJ Brown train for sure. What's your thoughts, Pizzle, on Tre Tucker being the veteran guy, man? He's a veteran guy. He's talking to a bunch of kids out there trying to coach these guys up and get them ready to go Hupe.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying a little while ago, is that he's the oldest, it's kind of all falls back on him. He's the oldest guy in there, or he's been around the longest. And yeah, I mean, it's got to be a trip for him because he's only been here 4 years. Like you said, he's young in the game himself. But he was there when Devontae was there, so he learned some stuff. He got schooled up a little bit. So hopefully he learned from that experience, and from that, and now he can pass some of that knowledge on to these kids.
Yeah, he makes a reference to Devontae Adams in this press conference for sure. So,
and with Jalen coming in as well, and making sure he feels comfortable, especially with this team, especially in your guys' group.
That's my guy. It's been awesome to have him. I watched him from afar. Actually in college, because at the time, I wanted to go to Michigan State, but that's another story. But he's been great. He's another leader in the room, and he's just very smooth, great guy, great leader. He works hard. And that's what expected of him. And we're very excited to have him here.
What have been your
So spoke a little bit about Jalen Naylor there. Talked about how he was a fan of his game. How do you guys think Jalen Nailor is going to fit in this offense? You think Jalen Nailor is going to be, the potential to probably have one of the better years of his career? I think the best year of his career, he only had maybe 600 receiving yards or something like that. So you think this might be a to have one of the better years of his career coming in with the Raiders, or what?
Definitely. Yeah. I said it earlier. He's handpicked by Kubiak himself, one of his first receivers. There was other receivers at the time, and that's who he went. And kind of, we'll see.
You was handpicked, Rock. They was handpicked.
Yep.
I mean, I honestly like Jalen Nailor. I just know he's like a jack of all trades, master of none type of receiver. You know what I'm saying? I do think he's got underrated speed. I think a lot of people think he's not that fast. Dude's got some burners on him.
Speedy Nailor? Oh wow.
Hey, now is he Tre Tucker fast? Nah, not really. He brings a lot of things to the table, bro. Is one of the biggest things that Jalen Nailor does bring to the Raiders, bro, is he's got great hands, bro. And he knows where to be at in the right time at the right place. You know what I mean? So, like I said, like I said earlier, I think Tre Tucker is probably going to be the best receiver in this group, but had a lot to do with what Pizzle said earlier too. He's the longest tenured guy. He's probably the most comfortable right now. And like he was saying, man, he's just oozing confidence, and confidence is a big thing. So,
man, I didn't like some of the shit he was saying. Is that all we're listening to, or we got more?
Oh no, there's still more of what he was saying.
Okay, yeah, I didn't.
We're just gonna go over the players. We're gonna go over the players because Janoko talked for like almost 20 minutes. So
I got something on Janoko, bitch ass too. Respectfully. My bad.
It's just weird that Janoko's head don't look like it goes on his body. He's got like a weird head. Oh, I might be chill. All right, so let's move on.
Whatever that big head has got in there, that big brain is working. That's all we needed to do.
Yeah, anything you want to insert here, Black?
No, go ahead.
All right, cool. Let's move on with the press conference. What up, J-Dog?
What do you like about his straightforward, no BS approach?
I love it. I mean, I'm clear, but
right. So right here he's going to be asked about Klint Kubiak.
He's been great. He's another leader in the room, and he's just very smooth.
That's a
great guy, great leader. He works hard. And that's what expected of him. And we're very excited to have him here.
All right, here's Kubiak.
What have been your impression of Klint Kubiak, and what do you like about his straightforward, no BS approach?
I love it. I mean, I'm kind of like that as a person. Let's just get to it. We're here to win games. We're here to play football. We want to be connected. That's the whole goal. So. All the extra stuff, I mean, that's what you do in your outside life. But, when we're here, let's get to work. Let's do what we need to do. Let's win games. And let's have fun.
Just
what's your guys' thoughts on that right there, man? Klint Kubiak, just straight to the point, no nonsense. I just want to win games, play football, have fun.
Back to business. I'm with it. I'm not mad at it. But we hear it every time. So
that's that cliche joint or what?
Yeah. Go ahead. I believe it when I say I'm from what is it called? Missouri, the Show Me State.
The Show Me State.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, motherfucker saying good shit. No, you're right. But I like it. I think that's the thing. That's always been, the stigma of Klint Kubiak is he don't really talk much. You feel me? He just goes out there and does it. You feel me? And players always work hard, and so I like it. But like you said, bro, we hear it all the time. But as long as he's I just like it because it goes coincides with these players have to earn their shield. So it's no nonsense, bro. You either gonna come out here and you're gonna try to win games, or that's it. And nothing else matters. What's that? So is that Metallica? And nothing else matters. That's anti shit.
So it don't bother me. It doesn't bother me anything you say because it's the right thing to say because it is appropriate. But you have to. Well, what I look for is who's saying it, because Yeah, Klint Kubiak is saying one thing like we're going to bring this kind of attitude to the nation. I'm more prone to believe that than maybe like some other coaches that we've heard say that. So I don't see him. I don't see this team BSing around with their words. Like the press conference is pretty straightforward. Everybody's saying the same thing, really. And they're going to say the same thing all year long because, like I keep saying, is similar to the Patriots. We're going to go work hard. We're going to have fun. We're going to do our job, and we're just here to win games. I mean, you're going to hear that all. Oh, he's a great guy, great teammate. Call me anytime, brotherhood. You're going to hear all year long. You hear it in all the press conferences. You keep the announcer. I mean, the interviewers keep trying to finagle their way in with these questions, but you can tell that they avoid certain questions and get around it, and then just answer things in a blueprinted type way. And I think that's intentional.
I think that Kubiak takes the commitment to excellence to heart. I think that's his mindset, and I think that's what he's convincing this team into being. Like, you got to be committed to go out there and doing your job and believing in football and believing in what we're doing.
What up with you, Dirty?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Well, what up, Dirty? Congratulations.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo.
I just sat through 626 freaking names, bro.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Bro, yeah, and I would say 86% of them was all Asian.
That's a good scolding.
And that's why I cheat off of Sung Lee. I keep trying to tell you.
That's why you cheating off Sung Lee.
Just saying, like, the population of that city is predominantly Asian, but I never sat through. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I've been sitting through this shit for years. Chang, Wang, Pang, Vang, Dang, Mang, Sang, Pang, 30 of them each.
Yeah, 30 of them each,
bro. 30 of them each, bro. 30 of them. Some of the parents is getting confused as to who to clap to because some of the kids got the same damn name. They don't even know who they cheering for.
Everybody just clapping out all the names.
Hey, I mean, you know, when a Latino pop up, white boy pop up, black man, you know what I mean? We all know who it is. But them Asians, they super quiet because they don't know which one is theirs. They just Roderick Wu. Like, which Roderick Wu you gonna cheer for?
That's crazy. Man. Anyway, yeah, good times.
Yeah.
So, I think who was in the chat? So J Dog has a question. He says regarding Tre Tucker. He says how many of his catches will be questionable this year, and how many feet will he be able to get in this time? Is his deal almost over? Yeah, he's in the final year of his deal. There's no fifth-year option for him. He's in his fourth year. And, yeah, man, I think that's the biggest knock on Tre Tucker is that sometimes he's got questionable catches. I don't think he really has issues with getting his feet down. It's more of the bobbling of the football.
He has terrible body control. I feel like for being as small as he is, he needs to be way more shiftier, and he's not that. He's just a straight line speed guy. That, from my opinion.
We talking about Tre Tucker?
Yeah.
Well, that's because he's top heavy.
What is he? A Ford Explorer? A Ford Explorer or top heavy?
Right.
He ain't that big.
No, but you don't have.
He's not as shifty as he needs to be, though. Dirty. He's kind of. He's off balance. It seems like at times.
He looks a little bigger.
Why he struggles to find the ball and he loses his feeding and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's not an excuse, but I think that's what it is.
Tre Tucker is Tre Tucker, man. Like, if you really expect anything more from him than what he's already given you, I think you're pricing yourself out the game. You know what I mean? Like, just being honest, I think you're pricing yourself out the game if you think that he's actually going to be, if you expect more. You know what I mean? Just expect the same thing that you've been getting from him. You know what I mean? Work like a dog. You know what I mean? Go out there and make some catches. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't gonna make them all, but you know, he do make a vast majority of his catches. Even when you check his stat line, his targeting and his catch ratio is close. Like, so, I mean, all I expect for him to go out there is do the same thing he's been doing over and over and over again every single year, which is just go out there and give me maximum effort, do the most that you can possibly do. And if it succeeds, then it succeeds. And if it does,
I sound like a hater. I know, like J Dog said earlier, but he's solid. He's just not. He's not him.
Yeah, he's not him, but he's solid. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll take solid. Was it a 3rd round pick, 4th round pick? I'll take that.
It's solid production that he gives to the team.
Waller's replacement.
He's not gonna wow the crowd. You know what I mean? He's not gonna, you know, pop in and woo you to death. He ain't gonna do none of that. He gonna give the effort that he gives, and whatever it ends up being is what it ends up being. But if you really expect for him to have a breakout year and become a #1 wide receiver, I wonder what it is that you see that I don't.
I think there's potential there, bro, just because Klint Kubiak knows how to get the best out of receivers. Like, JSN's a good receiver, bro. Like, Jackson Smith and Jegba's a good receiver, bro. But is he offensive player of the year, 1,700, 1,800 yards receiver good? I don't think he's that good, bro. I think Klint Kubiak made him that good, bro. I mean, look at the year before that. I think he may have been close to 1,000. I don't think he hit 1,000 the year before that, bro. It was like 700, 800 yards. That boy went from that to 1,800, some shit, offensive player of the year. Like, so
I just think that he'll have more opportunity with this quarterback and offensive line than he did last year.
Yeah, Tre Tucker was here with Derek Carr.
No, I don't think he was. I thought about that, Dirty.
I think it was the year after Carr was gone.
No, Tre Tucker was here with DC 1 year.
I thought so too, but nah.
Tre Tucker going in his 5th year, right? DC been gone for 3.
No, he's going into his 4th year.
And DC been gone for 3.
DC been gone for 4. He's been gone since 2021. 2021 was his final season. Was it 2021?
I thought it was 2022.
Oh yeah, it was 2022.
That's Florida.
Yeah.
So yeah, he must have played. I think like a year.
Was here with. Yeah, he was here with DC.
I know Josh McDaniels drafted Tre Tucker. I just don't know if it was the year that Derek Carr was here or the year after he was gone. You might be right. All right, so let's move on with this press conference. Tre Tucker.
In regards to Fernando Mendoza, I know it's been early so far. Just what stands out to you about how Mendoza has trying to adjust himself to the NFL level?
I would say his mentality as a rookie is elite. You know, I mean, it's insane. You know, guy for, you know, where he's been, you know, throughout his career. It's insane. And it's also really cool to see. I mean, he was the #1 overall pick. I mean, but you would think that, you know, he comes in as an undrafted guy, the way he works, the way his mentality is. And, you know, that's really what you want, you know, for a guy like that. And, you know, he knows the expectations are big for him. And, you know, he's got a bright future, but he's been tremendous. And I'm very excited to work alongside of him.
Similar or different?
So early thoughts on Fernando Mendoza from Tre Tucker. Just, you know, pretty much the things we've been hearing. Smart player. Probably way beyond his years as a rookie. The things that we love to hear, man, for surely. I love to hear that Tre Tucker's a fan of Fernando. We need that.
I mean, okay, those were nice words. I wouldn't expect him to say anything else, but I will say this. If they're holding a press conference with Tre Tucker, he must be in the conversation of being the #1 wide receiver. Because we don't interview 3s and 4s. Don't nobody want to talk to the 3s and 4s. They want to talk to the 1s and 2s.
I think you could probably definitely pencil him in right now as the number 1 receiver. Yeah. Either him or Naylor. Who else would be penciled in right now for you? If not Tre Tucker.
No, Carr didn't get benched and didn't play the whole year. Carr's never missed a year being benched. He's missed a year from injury. And that wasn't even with us. That was with the Saints.
He got benched against the Niners.
Yeah, but he didn't miss a whole year. That was at the end of the season. He didn't get benched in the beginning of the year and didn't play the whole year. No, that's not what happened. He got benched towards the last 2-3 games of the season.
Yeah, I think it was like the last 2 games.
Like the last 2 games.
Benched for an entire season is crazy.
Nah. Nah. He ain't never been benched for a year behind nobody. The only reason he's ever missed a season was injury.
I wonder. Never mind.
What?
I was just gonna say. I wonder if he was crying when he left the building.
Probably, because his heart and soul lives here, and he got done the wrong way. But it is what it is. You can make fun of the man crying all you want to. I tell you what. You'll be crying if you look at his bank account and look at yours. You'll be the one crying. So, just saying, like, a man sheds tears. It happens, brother. It happens. That just shows me passion. That just shows me passion, bro. That's all that shows me. It don't make him weak. It just showed me passion.
Let's shift it from Tre Tucker, and we got Tyler Linderbaum. Shout out to the people in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button. We are streaming on all channels right now, Dirties, Blacks, and myself. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe. The like goes a long way, helps channels grow, and we appreciate y'all. Hey, Nutty Raider Nate, is your channel ready to start streaming on that joint yet?
Yeah, it's up there. I try to connect it right now on StreamYard, but it's acting up.
So we'll figure it out after the stream. We'll talk behind the scenes about it. All right, so let's move over to Tyler Linderbaum.
Yeah, it's been
really just want to win games and have fun. So everything.
What's been the adjustment process for a new team for the first time in your career? You're going to go through this. What's that been like?
Yeah, it's been fun. Obviously, whole new staff, whole new playbook, whole new teammates. Just trying to blend in with each other and just be the best possible teammate I can be for the guys. And then obviously figuring out how we what makes us tick. How we operate on a day-to-day basis, and it's been fun to go through that journey with the guys here.
All right. So early on, before we get into it, Nutty Raider Nate, did you watch his press conference, and what was your overall takeaway from Linderbaum's press conference? Oh, somebody speeding on the freeway. Nutty Raider Nate, all points bulletin, APB, milk. Put him on the side of a milk carton. All right, let's move on with the press conference.
Assess your acting skills and who was the best and worst.
Honestly, me and Colton killed it. First try, they're like, I don't even know if we need to do another one. So I think pretty good. But it was fun. We were able to do that, and hope the fans enjoyed it.
It's interesting, bro, because he was just talking about right now about his commercial that he had did with him and Colt Miller. It was crazy, bro. Is if Colt Miller can stay healthy, you feel me? The Raiders have potentially 2 top 10 offensive linemen on their roster. Did you guys agree with that? Colt Miller's top 10, probably top 12 offensive linemen, and Linderbaum's probably top 12 offensive linemen?
No, I wouldn't agree.
No.
I don't think Colton Miller's top 10. Not at his position.
Well,
Linderbaum, yes. Colton Miller, no. I give him top 20. I'll give him top 20.
Name 19 offensive linemen better than him right now. Damn it.
You asking me to do something I don't normally do.
Hey, shout out to Mark.
Name 19 left tackles.
He looked pretty good last year before his injury. He looked more aggressive than I've ever seen him, but he didn't last very long.
Yeah, see, I like that. We the people said Miller's top 10. Willie Wayne says he believes we have 2 top 10, potentially 2 top 10 offensive linemen. So how bad is our offensive line really, gosh darn it? If we got 2 top 10 offensive linemen, you son of a jacker.
He's not top 10. He's top 12 according to PFF, but let's just say he's top 15. So to have a top 15 lineman and a top 10 lineman, especially one of them being probably the top 1 or 2, that averages out somewhere to.
Yeah. Hold on. Is he a top 12 lineman or a top 12?
All right, let me tackle. He's a top 12 left tackle.
Yeah, that doesn't make him
top 12. That's what I think we were talking about.
He didn't specify position. He said lineman.
I thought he meant at his position, so he's a top 12 left tackle. And Linderbaum, we don't need him to be a top 10 lineman overall. Well, I don't. He's top 12 left tackle, and then we have Linderbaum at, like, let's say number 2 at center. So that gives us an average of like if you want to do the lineman thing, then we have a top 7 linemen between the 2 of them, and we just have 3 other positions to fill that out. And JPJ, I mean, I know that I would like to think that he'll be a top 15 to top 12 guard. So I mean, like, if we start putting pieces together where we have top 15 low linemen, then when there's a drop off, it doesn't hurt the line as much. And then it also gives us the opportunity to put younger players in there that needs to develop, and then we can kind of, play call our way around the strengths and weaknesses of those players.
And is it safe to say that those 2 offensive line positions are probably the most important ones? We got our best offensive linemen at those 2 positions.
I would definitely say that those are the 2 top positions on the
team.
Line.
On the team.
Not on the team. Not on the team. Quarterback. Quarterback at the top position on the team, then center, then left tackle. That's just how it goes, Nate. I know you're a lineman and you want the lineman to be at the top, but sorry.
Here we go again. Put in all the work and we don't get no shine. You see this?
Hey, look, no, you get shine. Hey, look. Linemen. See, when linemen got good quarterbacks that care about them, they get all the Christmas gifts in the world, man. Y'all get all the meals, y'all get Rolex watches. You know what I mean? Some of these quarterbacks out here buying cats' cars and ATVs and shit like that. You know what I mean? Y'all reap all the benefits in the world. You know what I mean? What the defensive back get, huh? Nothing. We don't get shit. Ain't nobody on the defensive side of the ball buying the team gifts. Nobody.
Good shit.
No, we don't get nothing. We get hoes. That's it. We don't get shit else. We don't get no praise when we great. You know what I mean? We don't get no praise.
What up, Austin? Austin's got a question. He said, how long do you guys think Kirk will start before they hand the reins over to Fernando? Would you rather see Kirk start the whole season and let Fernando learn to get him in the season in as soon as possible? Let's let Black start. What's your thoughts, Black?
I wish y'all stop saying that, man. I wish people stop asking that question. Like, it's like it's a non-factor question. Kirk Cousins is way better than Mendoza at this point. So I don't even know why we're even distracting ourselves as fans and as the media doing that. Because we're the only ones talking about that. You see no inclination from the Raider organization that is the case. Actually, you see the antithesis of that. You see the opposite of that. You see that Mendoza understands he's the mentee and Kirk Cousins is the mentor. So that's why when you hear that, hey, that Mendoza's coming in with the UDFA mindset, he's starting at the bottom. Bottom. He's starting at the bottom for a reason. Kirk Cousins ain't starting from the bottom. So I wish we just stopped saying that. And there's no offense to your question because it is a question that everybody's asking or a lot of people are asking. So no disrespect to the question. I'm just over the question when it's not even a factor. It's not a factor.
Bruh, the way they're talking.
I think Kirk would start all year. Go ahead, Nate.
The way they're talking, AOC is going to see the field before Fernando. AOC, my dog, threw three touchdowns a day. They're trying to hype him up. They're trying to get something going with AOC. But I definitely all the press conference. What I got from everybody was Kirk Cousins is the guy. Hey, there's a pecking order, and Fernando's definitely at the bottom. That's what I was.
Yeah, I heard that from Janoko too. He said he's got two guys in front of him.
Yep. So
yeah, that might have been a Freudian slip. Like it could have been, but at the end of the day, let's use our logic. You know dang well AOC is not better than Mendoza. I don't care if AOC threw 10 freaking touchdowns in 7-on-7.
Right, Packer
Matter of
fan.
fact, last year they were saying he was playing better than Geno Smith in the preseason. Okay, let's assume that's true. When AOC got on the field, what did he do? 1, 2, 3, he's down. So, okay, get up. 1, 2, 3, he's down again. So it don't matter. You don't think they know that? They know that. It's about inclusion. Now, when I did hear that, I was thinking it was a Freudian slip. So it could mean that, right now Mendoza's at the bottom for the simple fact that they're going on seniority. That's all that they're doing right now. They're placing the senior player at the top and make the younger players fight and take their position. It doesn't really mean a lot right now.
No, yeah, you're right. It's practice. You haven't put pads on. The time is going to change. Everything is going to change. I know, but they're definitely they're hyping up AOC for a reason.
They are.
Whether it's trade value or just trying to get the nation to get hyped up about something. I don't know. Yeah.
It might be that one. The first thing, it might be the former, what you said.
Yeah.
You might be right about that. I didn't look at it like that. Yeah, you might be right.
And I'm not mad at none of it.
Right.
I mean, a lot of us believe Aiden O'Connell probably ain't never going to have a chance to start for us now anyways with the acquisition of Fernando. I mean, unless for whatever reason he comes out and he's better than Fernando or Kirk. He could be better than one of those guys and say Fernando is better than Kirk and he's better than Kirk and he might have a shot. Otherwise, I don't see it because I just don't think he's better than Kirk Cousins or Fernando Mendoza. And I like Aiden O'Connell.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, if AOC is better than Mendoza and Kirk Cousins this year on training camp, y'all better start going to church because Jesus Christ is coming back soon. Sooner than you think.
Yeah, sooner than you think.
I'm going to say this, and I really don't care how y'all feel. You can get mad.
I'm going to get mad.
Oh, man. Preface it like that. You want us to get mad?
I want you to get pissed off because y'all pissing me off.
Get pissed off than pissed on. I don't have a piss fetish.
I want y'all to get pissed off because you're pissing me off. All this fucking hype and all this shit y'all talked about Mendoza being the godsend quarterback, the number one pick, the must-get guy. Well, we got to get him to change our team around. We got to have him. We got to. And now y'all talking about, oh, well, let's just sit it. Did DC sit? When DC was drafted in the second round, did DC sit? Or did DC go out and earn the job? That's the same thing I want from Mendoza, a #1 overall pick. Go out and earn the fucking job. Take it right off the bat. That's what you're supposed to do. All this sitting down and learning. You should already know. You was the #1 overall pick. They gave you the playbook early. What are you learning? Nothing.
They didn't give him the playbook.
They did give him the playbook early.
You can't give. It's illegal to give him the playbook.
We said that, Black. Oh, they didn't know.
No, it's not a playbook, bro. It's not the plays.
It's the plays. It's
the verbiage.
Right?
It's not the plays. You can't give your playbook to him. You can't give your, and then you ain't gonna come out and say you gave your playbook to you. It's not the playbook, bro.
I said the same thing when everybody's like, "Oh, he already got the playbook," and I'm like, "That's illegal."
It is illegal.
You can have the verbiage. You can work on what the scheme is, but you can't have a playbook in your possession.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Right? But that's what I heard.
Yeah, I feel it.
Basing off what everybody was yelling and screaming, why he can't start.
Let me tell you why. Are you venting or you want to answer?
A little bit of both. But I'm not
okay, I'm gonna give you a partial answer. The reason why, because Derek Carr was going up against Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub is a garbage pail kid. Matt Schaub, matter of fact, when he played with the Raiders, he wasn't nothing but the holder. He didn't even get on the field at all. And then 6 years after that, he started 3 games because he's no good. That's not Kirk Cousins, man. Kirk Cousins is not Matt Schaub. So that's the reason why Mendoza's not better than Kirk Cousins. That's the reason why he's not starting. That's the reason. And we brought in a person better than him for a reason. So I thought we dropped off this old dirty and Barstow because I ain't heard this argument in a long time. Thought you was already in Vegas. Like, but okay, cool. I get it. The #1 pick, he should play. That's probably true. Like 9 out of 10 times, because when that quarterback comes in, that quarterback room is so garbage that they went and got a quarterback that they needed right now. But that ain't the case that we have right now.
Well, let me say this: Matt Schwab had just came off a great season with Houston. He had just came off a decent season with Houston. That's one of the reasons why we went out and got him as a free agent, because he had just had a good season with Houston. You know what I mean? That's how everybody even learned his name. Nobody even knew his name before that, truthfully. Let's just be honest about it, right? And when we signed him, people were hyped about signing him. You know what I mean? Everybody thought he was going to be the starting quarterback. Then we got DC in the draft, and nobody was hyped about that. Everybody was still yelling out, you know, Schwab and everything else. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is, if Mendoza can go out there, earn the job, take the job, why can't he start? That's my thing. I don't know who's gonna start. I don't know if it's gonna be Kirk Cousins. I don't know if it's gonna be
AOC. It's gonna be Aiden O'Connell.
I don't know if it's gonna be, you know, Fernando Mendoza.
Aiden O'Connell's gonna beat out Fernando
and
Kirk.
What I do know, the thing that I do know for a fact that whoever is the best at the position is going to be the starter for the season. Doesn't matter.
May the best man win.
Doesn't matter first, third, or second string, fourth string right now, practice squad. It's whoever has the better offseason and meshes with the team better and looks better as the team continues to grow. That's going to be your starting quarterback. If Mendoza is better than Kirk Cousins throughout the preseason, and he's got the playbook down, and he's calling the right checks and the audibles, right? And he's doing well, he's going to be the starting quarterback.
You don't even know the playbook yet, bro.
Bro, that's the thing about it.
And you can't expect no rookie to know the play. You can't expect a rookie to know the playbook and OTAs, bro. Come on, bro. That ain't even realistic.
Who just porn bombed?
Nah, this is your boy Matt Schaub's stats. Now, y'all, you can tell me that. Yeah, he had a good season before he came to the Raider. Oh no, hold on. This is your boy. This the boy with all the 4,000 yards. Hold on, I got the wrong one. Let me grab the other one. But go ahead. But you can't expect him to know the playbook and know how to make people line up and where they're supposed to go.
It's not about
OTAs
because
it's not about Mendoza.
He's so intelligent. He knows he's so smart, right? He's got such a high football IQ. He has the ability to retain information really well. Like
it's not that though, Dirty. It's not they don't trust the offensive line. It's not that they don't trust him. They don't trust the offensive line.
So let me blow a hole in that argument because y'all assume we got 2 of the top 15 linemen.
Oh my God, this is OTAs. They haven't even installed all the plays yet. Not even a third of them.
Bro, did we not just ask a question if Tyler Linderbaum was top 10 and if Colton Miller was top 12, top 15, right? And everybody said yes.
What that got to do with them not even knowing all the plays yet?
So if you got 2 top 10 offensive linemen, why am I worried about the offensive line?
That's not what it is. They have a concern about the offensive line, but that's not the reason why that Mendoza is not going to start from week 1. You expect Mendoza to know the playbook. You expect him to know the playbook and where everybody go, and also know how to read coverages and defenses already in OTAs against a guy that's been doing it for over 10 years and thrown for 4,000 yards 7 times. You expect him to know that in OTAs. Like, that's crazy.
Bro, they both getting at the same time.
Bro, the man been playing in the system his whole career. What do you all right? I'm gonna just shut up.
Hey, shout out to Cali Blue, bro. He makes a good comment right here. He said Bryce Young was one of the smartest quarterbacks to come out of college. He should have never started his first year. He should have never played, but the Carolinas forced him to, and I've been here for 30 plus years.
Yeah, you know why they forced him to play? Because who was y'all quarterback before he came? You probably don't even remember.
The Red Rocket.
Well, Marcus Banks.
No, the Red Rocket was his backup, right?
Yeah, remember, because he came in and beat us. And then I remember I said, yeah, he ain't even going to be playing in 3 weeks, which he wasn't.
And he wasn't. Our defense was just that bad that game.
No, every time he just played lights out, and plus, we always let old quarterbacks come in and give us the business.
Yeah, we've never lost to Andy Dalton, just like we never lost to the fucking other dude, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
All I'm saying is, bro, look, there's no guarantee that he's going to be a superstar in the NFL. We get that. But all I'm saying is that if a man has earned the right to be the boss, he should get the right to be the boss. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. That's a true statement on his face, but that's not what's going to happen because that's not the situation.
But we don't know that.
Yeah, well, you don't know that. I know that.
You don't know that either.
Yo, yes, I do.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. You can't tell somebody else what they know and what they don't know. I do know. You don't know. Speak for yourself.
I want to see emails.
No, you don't need to know. No, because I keep giving you the information and you keep rejecting it. But let's go back to your boy. Let's go back to your boy Matt Schaub, though. Because this is his season. This is his career stat. So before he came to Oakland, he had 2,300 yards, and you were saying that the reason why they knew him because he had a good year before that. This man went 2-6 and played only 8 games a year before he came. But that's neither here nor there. The year before that, he had 4,000 yards, which was good. But then look what happened when he came to the Raiders. Did not start not one game. And if he was any good, because DC beat him out, he went to Baltimore. Went 1-1. And look, He went to Atlanta and he moved on. Went to Atlanta. He didn't play. He started 3 games.
But look,
the rest of his career.
I hear what you're saying, but if you
that's
look,
6. That's 7 years.
I understand. But
8 years because he got hurt another year. So come on, bro. That's not Kirk Cousins, my guy.
I get it. But does Kirk Cousins have that many 4,000-yard seasons?
Yes, he got 7.
He's got 7. Okay.
Yes.
Put the stat line back up, please.
Who, for Kirk Cousins?
No, for Schwab that you just had up. Because you made your case. Can I make my case?
Yeah, you can definitely make your case.
Okay. All right.
You know what time it is,
I'm
Cali.
gonna tell you what got him to be a Oakland Raider, right? It's gonna be that 2009 season, right? It's gonna be that 2010 season, right? Not so much 2011, but that 2012 when they went 12-4.
I'm gonna take a feces real quick. I'm gonna take a quick feces.
Yeah, and through that 4,000 yards, he only started 8 games in 2013 because he got injured. You know what I mean?
So we got an injured quarterback, brought an injured quarterback into camp.
Got him on a deal. What it was we got him on a deal, but we was hoping that he would bounce back from that 2013 injury and end up being what he was in 2012, right? And that's what I meant by like previous season. And I can see, you know what I mean? Because it was a full season, you know what I mean? And he was on fire that year, you know what I mean? 22 touchdowns, you know what I mean? Only 12 interceptions, you know, like, bro, like it's, you know, he was known for throwing INTs. We all know that, right? He was known for throwing INTs. But what the Raiders saw was they had no quarterback at all, right? At that point in time, bro, we had no quarterback, bro. All our quarterbacks were trash, garbage. I think we had? We had Flynn. We had Matt Flynn at the time. That was the only quarterback that we had on our roster, so we had to go get a Matt Schwab who was available. You know what I mean? And then we drafted DC. But DC beat out both those dudes. He earned his position. And he was given the chance to go out there and earn his position. All I'm saying is if they give him the chance to go out there and earn that spot, that means it's available. And he could quite possibly get it.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, of course it's possible.
I didn't say it was guaranteed, Black. All I said is there's a possibility.
Matt Schaub threw for 150 yards for the rest of his career, and he played 7 more years. And you tell him you comparing him to Matt Schaub, you comparing him to Kirk Cousins. That's what we doing. He threw 160 more yards in 7 more seasons.
What did Kirk do last year? Are his numbers inclining or declining?
Here we go. We gonna find a loophole somewhere, but it ain't here.
2025.
But, no, hold on. I just popped it up. There you go.
Yeah, I see it. Right. Okay. Cool.
So let's look. So let's look at Kirk Cousins. Right. Last year he went 5-3. 1,700 yards. What was that? Let's see how many touchdowns was it.
61% passing.
He had 10 touchdowns.
10 touchdowns. Okay. How many interceptions? Because we gonna see that. Did he have any picks?
Hold on. I got another graphic with it.
Like 3 of them joints.
Here we go. Hold on. Let me send it. I did that. But look at all them 4,000 years, and this is in the middle of his prime of his career. The only reason why he didn't have 4,000 yards with Atlanta because they kept playing with him, or 3,800 somewhere in there. Let me pull up his. We gotta see his interceptions too. There we go.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is nice, gang. I ain't gonna lie. He better than Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub was definitely at the end of his career when he came to us. He was your
he had 7 more years. He played 7 more seasons.
I'm just saying though, he was like the dude that comes at like the end of his career that's ass. Like he's got nothing else to offer type shit. I mean, I don't give a fuck if he played for 7 more seasons because like you said, bro, he didn't do shit. So he didn't have to play any more seasons. He's ass. He was good for like 3 or 4 years in Houston. You feel me? And that was it. And then came over to us and was ass for the rest of his career. So the beginning of him being ass, the beginning of him being ass was with us. Of course. And he'd go on and start to win other places. Or go on and continue to lose else after he leaves us.
I know you want to go on. I'll get that for you, Dirty, and then we'll double back to this because I know Ben be on like 2,000 on time frames.
All I'm saying, look, I'm not saying that it's gonna be 100% Mendoza, but I want motherfuckers to give him some credit and say, "Hey, look, there's a strong possibility that he could." That's all I'm saying.
No, it's not no strong possibility.
Well, I won't say a strong one. Let's just say a possibility.
Yeah,
there's a possibility that he could win the starting job. That's like
like it's a possibility Jesus might come back tonight.
You never know when he's coming back.
There's a possibility my uncle could become my aunt tomorrow.
It's a strong possibility. We don't know what they got on that surgery board tomorrow. Look.
What up, Rebel? What up, gang?
As long as people still walk the earth and still get killed by drunk drivers and still get robbed at ATMs,
you ain't never lied.
There's a possibility.
Especially in California.
There's a possibility for anything. So, I'm just saying. As long as there's a possibility, I'm gonna fight for the possibility.
Even though it's 1%, huh?
I don't care if it's 0.5%. A chance is a chance.
So you saying there's a chance?
A chance is a chance.
There's a chance.
A chance.
All right, here we go. Here you go, Dirty. Here your boy Kirk Cousins stats right here. Now look, so I highlighted both players' prime years.
Right.
Including even the down years that they had in between them because they bounced back up. Right? Look. Even when Kirk Cousins went to Atlanta, he had 3,500 yards, right? Is the interceptions? Hold on. Why they keep cutting off the interceptions? Hold on.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too.
Bro. It's doing that on its own because I know I didn't.
Yeah, you
don't looking at it right now, but I'll tell you right now. What year you want to know?
The last year.
Last year he had 10 touchdowns. He had 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Okay.
And the year before that, he had 18 and 16. That's probably the worst year he had right there because it was playing with him and he went 7 and 7. But whatever, I ain't making no excuse for that.
Yeah, how many that year?
18 touchdowns, 16 interceptions.
Ooh.
That's one bad year.
Yeah, that's a bad year. Even
for
though
him,
he did 3,000 yards.
For him,
that was also his first year on a new team too.
And they brought in Penix, so they already had trouble. But see, the thing is, Schaub is a 2-to-1 quarterback, and Kirk Cousins is a 3-to-1 quarterback. Because watch this, the year before that, when he threw for 2,300 yards, he threw 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. The year before that, 4,500. He had 29 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. The year before that, 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. The year before that, 4,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. The year before that, 3,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. The year before that, 4,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. The year before that, 4,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. The year before that, 4,900, 25 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. The year before that, 4,100, 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And then those other 3 years was the first 3 years with the Redskins. So you cannot compare Matt Schaub's career, his whole career, and Kirk Cousins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years between Washington and Minnesota. Okay, we'll even give him Atlanta. 11 years, like
so he on
night
pace
and
to
day,
throw
bro.
so he's on pace to throw double-digit interceptions this year.
You know what? I'm done. You're right.
No, seriously. He's on pace to throw double digits this year.
Yeah, you're right.
Because over the last couple of years, it's been 12, 6, 13, 5, 11, 6. And now he just threw 5, so that means he's on pace to throw double digits.
If you give me 30 touchdowns, I don't care if you throw 10 interceptions, bro. This man throw 29 touchdowns, 33 touchdowns, 35 touchdowns, and he has 13 interceptions. I don't care if you have 13 interceptions, you got 35 touchdowns, bro.
We're talking about the Minnesota Vikings and when they had star wide receivers.
Right. You're right.
Let's move into Brock Bowers' press conference. It's a short one because Brock Bowers, he don't talk much. He just Bobby Boucher. He don't talk much. He just plays ball.
All right. Brock, last year you kind of
Is it, bro? Look how strong Brock looks, bro. Is it just me? But look at his arms, gang. Like his arms are like protruding, bro. Like protruding out of his body. Like I feel bad for the first person that tries to tackle him week 1 during the regular season. Any one of you Dolphin players, bro, I feel extremely bad for you, dude. You are gonna be running in front of a fucking dump truck, bro, when you try to tackle this man, bro.
That's what real flow should look like.
Yeah, bro. He just looks strong as piss.
You wish
last year you dealt with especially the first half of the season, you dealt with like the knee injury. Just going into this year, how are you feeling from a health standpoint?
No, I feel great. I mean, it feels good to be back out there, practicing full speed, getting back into football with all the guys again. So, I had a good off season working out, staying healthy and, trying to get back to 100%.
Have you ever been called a football robot from heaven before? What were your thoughts when you heard that?
No, that was the first, but no, it was, I guess it's a compliment. So it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Did you like it?
I guess it's a compliment. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
no, they thought it was funny too. They were all like, poking fun at me and stuff. So it was good.
What's your relationship been like with Klint Kubiak, and does he kind of give you those gleanings that these are things that he's thinking about you in terms of having met you and working with you?
Yeah, no, I mean he's very serious, all about football, which I like. I mean he's all about ball and meetings. He just doesn't doesn't mess around. So I like that a lot. So definitely is going to help us out in the locker room.
Utility in your guys' offense, something Kubiak really wants to implement. How excited are you for that?
No, I'm really excited. I mean, just open up the offense and let it roll. I mean, we got some really talented dudes out there, so I'm excited to see what happens this year.
What's your first impressions of Fernando Mendoza so far?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy to have in the locker room. And, being a rookie quarterback, it's a lot of stuff mentally. So I think he's been doing a really good job at that. And, really being involved in, like the playbook and just learning as much as he can, as fast as he can. So I think he's done a really good job at that.
All right, so it's official. If it wasn't official now, then it's official now. If Fernando Mendoza gets a pass from Brock Bowers, Fernando Mendoza gets a pass from me too. So Fernando Mendoza, you got it, dog. Brock Bowers fucks with you. I fuck with you, game.
Practice today, you caught a touchdown from Kirk and team Fury. What was that like to kind of having that chemistry with him? And what about him as a quarterback makes him so good working with him?
Yeah, he's a veteran guy, so he's seen a lot of stuff. And, working with him, he throws a good ball. He's been around the league a while. So, he's just a great QB. I mean, it's hard to find too many things negative about him.
There you go, Black. Hey, Black.
Dirty Raider.
Hey, Black. Hey, Black, bro. He said Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback. How you feeling, Black? Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback. He got.
He gonna say the same thing about, and he gonna even give higher praise to Kirk Cousins. I tried to explain it at the
He's talking
beginning.
about Kirk Cousins. He said Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback.
I heard what you said, and I'm explaining to y'all that they're going to say that about everybody because that's the Raider way. Like that, y'all don't look too much into that. He's not going to be like, well, he all right. He need to learn a couple things. He's not going to say that. He's going to say he's great and all the right stuff. They're saying that about each other everywhere. The whole organization doing that with each other.
Right. I was trying to give you props there, bro, because he was vouching for the quarterback that you're trying to vouch for, and I just got attacked. Damn, bro.
No, I'm not listening to that because he gonna say that about everybody. I'm just saying. I mean, thank you.
I can't
Appreciate
argue
you.
with you, Black. I mean, you expect for him to say something negative or something bad? Like he's not gonna do that.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that. And plus, anytime you're a wide receiver, you're gonna glaze your quarterback no matter what. That's what you do.
I mean, he just hyped up Mendoza before they asked, when they asked about him.
He was hyped about Geno Smith.
Physically right now.
He probably did. No, he probably did. I don't remember that, actually, now that you say that.
Yeah, me neither.
Last year to not be able to do what you want to do all the time.
Yeah, like I said, I feel great right now. I mean, I feel like 100% ready to roll. Excited for the season. And, last year was frustrating. First game kind of banged up my knee a little bit. So definitely wasn't how I planned my second year to go. But, a little adversity and, just got to come back stronger this year.
Can we go back to the end of the other question?
What?
Can we go back a little bit to the end of the other question? Because you kind of paused it when he was finishing out the last question.
It's hard to.
Which question was that?
That one right there. Rewinded it like a couple of seconds.
Yeah, he's a veteran guy, so he's seen a lot of stuff. And, working with him, he throws the ball. He's been around the league a while. So, he's just a great QB. I mean, it's hard to find too many things negative about him.
That one?
Yeah.
That's a high praise, though. That's a high praise, though.
Yeah. I mean, he gave high praises to both quarterbacks. Like, what do you want?
But he didn't have to say that much right there, though.
Hey, you know what was funny? They didn't ask him about AOC.
That's tough, man. Put some respect on AOC, man.
They didn't ask him nothing about AOC, did they?
AOC, right?
Got him.
Physically right now, as you're going through OTAs, and how difficult was last year to not be able to do what you want to do all the time?
Yeah, like I said, I feel great right now. I mean, I feel like 100% ready to roll. Excited for the season. And, last year was frustrating. First game kind of banged up my knee a little bit. So definitely wasn't how I planned my second year to go. But, a little adversity and, just got to come back stronger this year.
Are there points of, did you find any points of emphasis you want to improve on as a player, even as a leader, or anything heading into year 3 in particular?
Yeah. I think just honing in on my game and like every single part of it. Even staying healthy too. I've been trying to do a lot more, preventative, work, like trying to stay healthy throughout off season and going into camp, especially, and going into the season. That's half the battle, is staying healthy and staying available week to week. And other than that, just trying to perfect little things like, releases, route running, blocking techniques, so all the stuff.
Klint said last
week. Hey, shout out to Brock for trying to stay healthy.
Kind of what do you feel that looks like for you in this offense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I can be a pretty versatile player. So I feel like I can do a decent amount of stuff. So it's just kind of however they want to use me. So I'm ready for whatever they want me to do.
I feel like I could do a decent amount of stuff. Bro, I swear the way he talks, bro, you wouldn't think this dude be you would think this dude's very smart, bro. But that don't matter. Like I said, we all know he's smart. He graduated from Georgia. But bro, he don't got very much public speaking skills, but that boy a dog on the football field. That's why I said that motherfucker remind me of Bobby Boucher. My mama said, foosball's the devil.
You talk about however they want to use you. Based off the film, you see, what they did in in Seattle with Barner, all those other guys. What are some things that really excites you about this system when you try to learn it?
Yeah, you saw everyone saw the success they had last year. So, we're just trying to, see what they did well and take it from there and try to build it into our own offense and make it our own. So we got a bunch of great guys here, and we'll see how it goes.
When it comes to building chemistry with a quarterback, is it just reps or is there more to it?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's reps. They got to know kind of what you're thinking when you're running the route. Talking through it afterwards in film, and just throwing the ball and catching the ball. I think the QB just needs to see the way certain guys move and, just get connected that way.
When you talk about going over film, like after practice, you go through routes, things like that. So do you notice Fernando kind of asking the right questions, and is that like something to be encouraging as you kind of communicate with him?
Yeah, like I said, he's trying to take it all in, and they have all those rookie meetings after practice, so they're all swept into those. I'm trying to think of an example. But no, he's been great. Like I said, mentally he's all there and he's all in.
Brock, whether on the field or off the field, what has been the biggest change you have noticed this offseason compared to offseason past?
That's a good question. It's hard to say. I feel like we have a lot of urgency this year.
Buffering.
That's a big thing, kind of focus, I think, is being urgent in everything we do. And
I love
really
when they trying to make Brock Bowers think, bro. He's like,
You want to talk with Tom at all, or pick his brain about what Gronk did with him, or has he offered that up at all? And have you found yourself talking to him more heading into this season and the beginning of this offseason than in the first 2 years?
Yeah, no, he's definitely been around more, and he's a resource anytime we need him. So it's really good to have that kind of guy around. Like the GOAT. So it's great to have him around and be available to any question we have.
Think there's any more acting in your future after the Step Brothers?
No, probably not. It was brutal. Good.
Shout out to fucking Brock Bowers, bro. Bro, all I gotta say, bro, is the NFL ain't ready for him, bro. The NFL ain't ready for a healthy Brock Bowers, especially teaming up with Klint Kubiak. He just looks way bigger. He looks like a way bigger football player. Obviously, the game's going to slow down a lot for him. I'm glad that he said that he spent a lot of his offseason working on learning how to stay healthy. I don't want to say that he has to worry. I don't want to think he has to worry about that shit too much. I just really believe last year's injury, bro, that was just like a freak accident, bro. He went down wrong. He didn't get twisted up or nothing, bro. He just went down wrong and his knee just slammed hella hard on the ground. Maybe he might put some more padding on his knees or something going forward. But I don't think the injury thing is going to be much of a concern for him, just because you can tell by the way he moves, the way he runs, he tries to stay away from people getting around his legs. But I do like the fact that he is taking some time just working on his body to keep himself healthy, because we all know that we're going to go about as far as trade. It's about as far as Brock Bowers takes us, at least on the offensive side of the ball. Why you shake your head, fella? Gang, you don't believe that?
I don't believe that. I definitely don't believe that. That's not Klint Kubiak style. Like, one player go down, so does the offense. Yeah, would it be harder? Of course. That's why he's a robot god. That's why I got a cheat code. I can do it without a DK Metcalf. If you ask him, hey, if you take DK Metcalf out of y'all receiver room, do you think y'all be able to win a Super Bowl? Everybody will say no, man. Same thing with Brock Bowers. Like, Brock Bowers got hurt because he sprained his knee. We lucky he didn't tear something. So I hope he just learned how to walk upright too and stay healthy without bumping into stuff, I guess, because it was freakish because the way he landed. But when he got hit, that's what causes him to lose the footing and then try to catch himself, and he sprained his knee. So lucky, like I said, he didn't tear anything. But I don't think that if he goes down, so does our season. I don't believe that.
I didn't say our season was going to go down. I just think our offense is going to be way less productive if he was to go down, bro.
Yeah, okay.
That's
okay.
like
That's like Bowers go down.
That's like pre Tyreek Hill with the Chiefs and Travis Kelce goes down, bro. They weren't shit.
Hey, I'll say that was one of the cases last year. Our offense.
Exactly. A lot of the reason why we lost so much last year because we didn't have Brock Bowers.
I didn't say it was the reason. I said it was part of it, bro. Our offense was more lackluster when he went down. We was looking nice when he was healthy. We looked decent.
Yeah, we was frying that.
Of course, we're going to be better with Brock Bowers, man. That's not what's understood, though, needs to be explained. Like, I get that. Like, yeah, that's just like saying, well, Genty go down, our running game. That's like saying if Genty go down, our running game is going to go down a little bit.
It will take a small little dip. Did he leave? Ben just left. You don't even be saying bye.
Because his wife be hitting the button.
You don't even say bye. But no, like seriously, bro, like there's always contributing factors. You know what I mean? To making a team good, making a team bad, making a team better. You know what I mean? And Brock Bowers is one of those contributing factors. You know what I mean? Like he makes a team better. If you take him and put him on any other team and he's 100% healthy, I guarantee you that team is better. We are better with him than we are without him.
Is this the Twilight Zone?
No, it ain't the Twilight
Zone. Like, you don't think I know that? You don't think I know that? Like, this is what be making me mad listening to these other content creators because they say stuff like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought we all knew that. Like I'll be like, wait a minute. That's why I was trying to figure out. Like, that's not what I'm saying. It was like if Brock Bowers go down, then our offense is gonna suffer so much. And I'm like, I don't believe that.
I don't think it's gonna take like no 50% hit, but it will take a significant hit, at least 15%, 20%.
Yeah,
that's big in the NFL.
But that don't mean
it's not big in college, but in the NFL, that's big.
Okay.
It is.
So how many games is 15%? 15% of what? 17 games is what?
No, I'm saying that's 15 to 20% of your offense gone, is what I'm saying. Not 15% of the season. 15.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if your offense goes down 15%, then it's taking a significant hit or a semi-significant hit. So that should mean that you should lose more games, right? Since we following the logic, right?
Following the logic, yeah. Because what if your offense is
how many games?
What if your offense is never operating at 100%, and all you ever reach is 80, and then you lose 20% of that? And now you're down to 60%. Of course, you're going to be bad. You're going to be bad. So losing 20% of your offense.
I'm saying we ain't going to be bad if we lose Brock Bowers. It'll be harder for sure, but I don't think we'll be bad. I don't think so.
So you asked a question a couple months back. Some other people asked this question too. So I'm not going to just say it was you, but a couple people asked this question. How many more games we win if Brock Bowers plays last year?
You know what my answer was? Remember what my answer was?
You said 1 or 2.
Yep. You want to know why?
I'm listening.
Because of Chip Kelly. That's why. It ain't had nothing to do with Brock Bowers. It's Chip Kelly. That's why. Because had we had so let's say if Brock Bowers was to get injured, knock on wood if you with me. Let's just say he hypothetically was. I think that'll hurt us like 4 games at the most. But other than that, it kind of depends on when it happens too. Because if it happened at the beginning of the season, we'll for sure bounce back. But if we in a playoff run and we need to win 3 out of the next 5 games, oh yeah, we in trouble. Because our identity up to that point is Brock Bowers, right? So then it's going to be more than 15%. It's probably going to be like 25%.
All right, so Raiders Unleashed. I'm kind of confused. Because at 12 o'clock, you said, I don't feel like the loss of Brock Bowers would be as significant as it was in prior seasons because of the offensive coaching we have in Kubiak. And then 2 minutes later, you say, Brock could possibly be 50% of the offense. Real talk. So, I'm confused.
How does that happen?
Exactly. Right? How is it not as significant as prior seasons, but he's 50% of the offense? If you're 50% of the offense and you go down, bro, man, that's tough.
Well, last year he was probably about 70% of our offense, though.
And it was tough. We won 3 games.
He's a large part of the offense for sure.
Yeah.
We won 3 games. So if he's 50% of the offense, we're gonna win 3 games.
I do want to talk about his comment too about Geno Smith. This is Geno Smith's. He said Geno Smith was the same kind of quarterback as Cousins coming into the Raiders, and just like Dirty said, so these are the years that got him to the Raiders, because that's when he had 4,000 yards. And it was like, okay, maybe we can catch lightning in the bottle a little bit because it wasn't too many years ago. And Geno, look at his stats. His stats don't compare to Kirk Cousins. They're not even the same quarterback. Kirk Cousins on his worst year with the 18 touchdowns and 16 interceptions is better than he was a Geno Smith at that point. He had a Geno Smith type year. But that's not his norm. This is Geno Smith's norm.
Geno coming off 9-8, 8-7, 10-7, right? 4,000, 4,200, 3,600, 4,300, right? 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 21 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, right? And he came here, he went 2-13. 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, bro. Come on, man. Come on. And like I'm saying, even if you give me 19 touchdowns, if you give me 17 interceptions, nigga, that cancels every fucking touchdown you threw.
Yeah, because it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Even 21 touchdowns and 15 interceptions is not that good at all. Like, really?
Bro, it's not. But
and then then the year before that,
some of those years too, though, where he was throwing 15 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. You know what I mean? Not 15. I'm sorry, 31 touchdowns, and then you throw 17 interceptions. That's 2 for 1, right? Kirk Cousins.
What was he doing
in Minnesota? Look it up.
He was doing what?
2 to 1.
He was throwing 2 to 1s.
No. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Let's start at 2015.
Let's go back.
29 touchdowns. How many interceptions?
I gotta go back to him now. Hold on. 1 second, please. A momento.
I got you, because it's up on the screen. I'm just trying to see the
interceptions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what year are you talking about?
We're going to start at 2015 with the 29 touchdowns. How many interceptions was that?
How about we start you said with Minnesota, right?
Well, we could start with Washington, because you went all the way. You got the ones where you highlighted. I'm starting at the top.
This is his prime years that he played good. So he had 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's almost 3 to 1.
That's almost 3 to 1.
Yeah, that's way more than 1 to 1, or even 2 to 1.
Yeah, that's like 2.8 to 1.
Yeah, that's way better than 2 to 1.
I get it. It's 2.8.
Okay.
25
and 12.
25 and 12. That's 2-1.
That's 2-1.
That's 2-1.
27 and 13.
27 and 13.
That's like 2.4.
That's 2-1.
2.4 is like 2.5.
2-1, because if it goes to 28,
It's not, man. It's the next. I'm looking at the stat next to it. The stat next to it you can't see. He says, bro, the next stat right next to it, interception is interception percentage is 2.4. So it's 2.4 to 1.
Okay, 2.4. That's still
yeah, so that's like 2.5.
It's look,
bro.
If it goes, look, let's just be honest. If he had 28 touchdowns, right, and he had 14 interceptions, would it be 2-1?
What?
It would be 2-1, right?
Yeah.
It would be 2-1. They're only one number apart. These points
That's a big difference.
And it's under 5, so you can't advance it.
No, that's not how that works, man.
I get it.
I'm telling you from a QB stat. I'm telling you from a QB stat. You would rather have a quarterback that's at 2.4 than 2.1.
You don't round down from 40, round up to 5.
2 is 2.
No, 2 is not 2.
2 is 2. I'm not dealing with the half of numbers.
No,
right
that's because
now.
because you're not analyzing the stat accurately then.
I get
but that's fine. Let's just go ahead though. So then the next year he had 30 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. What's that?
That's 3-1 right there. That's a
30 touchdowns.
That's a 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's 3-1 all day.
Okay, the year after that, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. What's that?
Great year.
That's like 4 to point something to 1.
Yeah, that's like a 4-1.
Yeah. Then the year after that, 35. The year after that, 35 and 13.
That's
2.5-ish, 2.4.
It's in the 2, mid 2s.
2.5. Bro, that half makes a difference.
To an extent, it does. I get you. I'm just trying to keep it simple.
Okay, I got you.
Right.
And then the year after that, 33 touchdowns and 7. So what's that? That's like almost 5 to 1, like 4.8.
But 4-1?
Well, 33 and 7.
4-1, yeah. Yeah, because 4 times
it's almost 5.
7 is 28. So
7 times 5 is 35.
Yeah, it's almost 5 to 1. And then the year after that was 29 and 14. So that's like 2 to 1.
That's 2 to 1.
And then the year after that, 18 and 5. That's 3 to 1.
Yeah.
So, bro.
And then let's get down to Atlanta. Because these are the years.
Even Atlanta. 18 to 6 is 1 to 1. So you have a year of that.
Yeah. And then
he went 10 and 5. That's 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
So if you average all them 4s and 3s and Geno Smith ain't nowhere close to that. He ain't never had a 4 to 1 season, not even close.
Oh, I never said Geno was.
No, not you. You didn't say that.
Yeah, I've always said I believe Kirk Cousins is better than Geno.
For sure.
But I'm still saying, like literally, bro, he's had some good seasons, but he's been on a decline for the last 2 years.
Who been on a decline for the last 2 years? Because he was in Atlanta?
Yeah, and hey, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
He wasn't very good over the last 2 years.
All right.
He wasn't what he wasn't in prime years, because if he was, those would have been highlighted too.
Different offensive coordinator.
Those you would have highlighted those too if you would have considered those good years.
All right, yeah, you're right. But I know his highlight area is much bigger than Geno Smith's. His highlight area is much bigger than everybody's.
You ain't even lying on that situation. I get that he's better than Geno.
Never lie.
I do.
All right, guys, I gotta cut out.
All right, bro.
I'll check you guys out tomorrow night. Have a good night,
sir.
Later, bye. Later, chat.
So, bro, all I'm saying is I want to see the Kirk Cousins that was in Minnesota and Washington. If we don't get the Kirk Cousins that was in Minnesota or Washington, and we get the one that was in Atlanta, there's a strong possibility that Mendoza could start.
Yeah, we're not going to get that one because the situations are different.
I said that in the beginning. I hope not. I back everybody that's here in the silver and black till they not. I'm gonna root for you. I'm gonna cheer for you, but it's not gonna stop me from just saying how I feel. It's just an opinion. It doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it wrong. This is just how I feel. Right? That's all. That's all our conversations are usually ever about. We throw some stats at you. We give you some numbers. We give you some things to think about. But in all honesty, it's really just our opinions. You know what I mean? It's not all roses and gumdrops, bro.
I didn't say that. What I mean? I didn't say that.
I didn't say you did.
But but people just like Raider Ali say, okay, he 38 now. So what you think he gonna hit a wall like Matt Schaub did and throw for 150, 160 yards for the rest of his career now? Like, bro, I'm not saying he gonna come and throw 4,000 yards. I said that yesterday. If he come in and throw 33 to 3,500 yards, have 28 touchdowns and even 14 interceptions, we're gonna be a much better team than we was with a quarterback that threw 18 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. You can't tell me they're gonna be the same. That season is not gonna look the same in your quarterback position, and we actually running the ball. No, it's not gonna look like that.
All I'm saying is if I get Kirk Cousins from Atlanta, I expect Mendoza to start.
Yeah, so but you're not.
I'm okay. Cool. That's your opinion. I'm just talking. Why you got to shoot down my opinion?
I'm just giving you hope that. Oh, so you. Okay, go ahead.
I didn't shoot yours down.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
In my opinion, I believe that if the Kirk Cousins from Atlanta is the Kirk Cousins that's here, and I'm hoping that he's not. I'm really hoping I'm getting the Minnesota, Washington dude. All the highlighted years. I will take those. But if I get those ones at the bottom, bro, I need Mendoza to start because everybody's been telling me how much of a better quarterback he is. So if the Kirk Cousins, if we get the Kirk Cousins from Atlanta, that's like getting the Matt Schwab from Houston. I'm just saying. If he doesn't come out and be a true veteran presence that can go out there and actually win games and show how not to throw picks and to have a 4-to-1 interception ratio, touchdown to interception ratio, bro, I'm all for that. Even the 3-to-1, even the 2.8 that you brought up, the 2.8 to 1, I live with that. But if I get that 1-to-1, that, bro, anything below your 2.8, I'm not okay with. Anything close to 3-to-1, I'm fine with. But those 2-to-1s, those 1-to-1s, bro, that shit cancel out whatever you did. Having 14 touchdowns and 15 or 13 interceptions, that's not okay. It's not okay. And it will not be acceptable. And I'd rather see the rookie play. If that's the type of play I'm getting from the QB that's supposed to be starting, I'd rather watch the rookie or AOC play. And I prefer it to be the rookie. Because if you had that much faith in AOC as a quarterback, you probably would have went a different route saying, oh, well, we got our quarterback for the future. But no, it's not what you did. You took Fernando Mendoza, #1 overall. That signals to me that you don't have a lot of faith in your quarterback rooms. And you brought in somebody you feel like can be that. And if he earns it, Give it to him because he earned it. Don't just give it to him. Give it to him because he earned it. That's what I want to see. If I see him go out there and earn it, bro, I'll get on the wagon and be like, man, this kid gonna be nice. But as it stands right now, I'm cool with it. But I gotta see it. Told y'all, I gotta see it. What you do in college don't impress me when it gets to the NFL because it's a whole new level. Can you elevate your game? Because what you did in high school ain't the same as what you did in college. You have to elevate your game a little bit. It's over 7,000 players in college football. You had to stand out. You had to elevate yourself to stand out. Now I want to see if you can do that in the NFL. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people elevate themselves to star talent in college and get to the NFL and fizzle away. They blow up like fireworks up in the air, and they're gone. That's it. That's it. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that from my number one overall quarterback. I want to see him come out and be a dog, bro. A dog gonna take the spot. The big dog, the alpha dog, the one who run the yard, he gonna take his spot. He gonna figure out a way to take his spot. So if that's what he wants, if he wants to be the big dog, he want to eat, he gonna have to take his spot. JBM, that's all the stories I'm hearing. I'm hearing the stories that he's killing it in OTAs. But again, it's OTAs. Patrick Mahomes is in OTAs too. That don't mean he playing. But I hope that the reports is true, bro. I hope the reports is true. Like I said, I'm a firm believer that a number one overall pick should have the ability to come in and make a change to the team right off the bat. I feel like, to me, that's what a number one overall pick is. Somebody who can come in and make a change on your team immediately off the bat. Ain't no sitting, ain't no learning. You know it. You got it. You the best of the best. You El Capitan. You know? You Captain Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. You know what I mean? You the big man. That's what I want to see. Anything less than that, bro, to me, I feel like it's a wasted pick. Truthfully. Because what if you never pan out? I feel like the time to eat is now. If you can go out there and solidify yourself as King Ding-a-ling, get to swinging, bro. Get to swinging. But I mean, there's so many other things that need to take place too, though. You know what I mean? As we discussed a little bit earlier in the show, the offensive line has got to show up. You know what I mean? They got to show up. They got to show out. Right? I believe this could be a top 15 offensive line if everybody is healthy and everybody works together. You know what I mean? And we put the best offensive line out there. You know, JPJ next to Lindemann on one side, either side, it don't matter. I think he's gonna be on the left. Everybody keeps saying, was it Buford is on the right, and Zune is on the outside right tackle, and Colton Miller's on the left tackle. I mean, that could be a really good offensive line. So I mean, then if Ashton Genty has even a slither of a few more, if he just gets 2 more seconds in the blocking, you know what I mean? If he can take less hits behind the line of scrimmage, he could have a really good year. He took a whole lot of hits behind the line of scrimmage last year due to our bad scheme blocking. You know what I mean? I can't even say it was all on the player. Some of the scheme blocking was just awful. I don't know what they was teaching. Like, really, in honesty, I don't think they were teaching too much of anything. You know, I do not want to see. I do not want to hear players answering questions about freaking playing horse. You know what I mean? I heard y'all had a horse contest, and you who's the best shooter on the team, bro? None of that matters, man. Play football. That's all we got to do. Play football. If Brock Bowers is 100% healthy and he stays healthy all season, bro, that's a big improvement for our offense. It's a weapon that we didn't have last year, and it's a valuable weapon. You know what I mean? So then you get our wide receiver core. You know what I mean? If the quarterbacks are on the point, there's no excuses for wide receivers to drop the ball. Right? If the quarterbacks are accurate and they throw it to the right spot and wide receivers run the right routes, and these are all wishes, but if they could, you could be a part of something good. But everything is contingent on working. It's all got to work. And it's all about how you install it. Programs work when they're installed correctly. All right, my brother, I'm about to roll up out of here too. It is 12:30. It's time to go and lay down.
A long day. You're gonna hear chins and changs all in your sleep.
Man. Nope.
Congratulations to you, though. For sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, you're so great at it. Do it again.
Nah, she got to go to college now. So she going to Cal State Fullerton.
Nice.
Yeah. Or UC Fullerton. It's Cal State Fullerton. Yeah, it's Cal State Fullerton. Yeah. So, yeah, proud of that. I got her going to college. My other son is two of my oldest sons are in college. My oldest daughter is in dental college. She wants to be a dental assistant. And my daughter that just graduated tonight, she's going to Cal State Fullerton after the summer. And then my other son, he's going to finish high school over the summer early, and then he's going to culinary art school next year.
Oh.
Huh?
That's dope.
Yeah. And then my 4-year-old will be going to TK, pre-K, after the summer. So, yeah.
What is it from? I'm looking at the chat.
JB, like I said, if it's Kirk Cousins from Minnesota, Kirk Cousins. If it's Kirk Cousins from Atlanta, Mendoza.
Kirk Cousins won more game in Atlanta last year than our whole team did last year. Like, still, even with how bad he was, he won more games in a third of the game attempts.
I think that's being,
like, huh?
No, I'm saying I think that's being fair.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get the Kirk Cousins from closer to Minnesota than Atlanta. That's what I'm gonna say. I think you're gonna get more of that version because we have a healthier environment. There's not no games being played with him talking about you are a guy and they give him the bag and then go draft a quarterback. We told him what we was gonna do, and he agreed to it before he caved. So that eases your mind all the way, like because now when you walk in Atlanta, when you walk into the when you walk into the facilities, half the people like you, the other half like Penix. The head office is not even making it clear because they straddling the fence. Like, that's dysfunction. That's why you can't win games, because you got a dysfunctional franchise. That's not what's going on right here. Right here is like the best player win. Kirk Cousins know he's better. Like, he's better. Like, I don't see it. Like, other than the narrative that he's the number one and he should be, but he's not better than Kirk Cousins. Like, he's not. There's nothing to it. He's just not. You can't tell me a rookie quarterback that everybody thought wasn't even that good to begin with, because in any other draft he wouldn't have got picked this high. But now all of a sudden, now that everybody then fell in love with with Mendoza, he better than a quarterback that threw more 4,000-yard games than our whole franchise. And we ain't talking about what's the quarterback from Phillip Rivers, man. We ain't talking about a quarterback that's at Phillip Rivers level. Now, if Father Time can catch you and he do hit a wall, that's possible. It's possible he can hit a wall. But looking at what I'm seeing out here, without looking too much into it, you can see that he ain't hit the wall yet. Now, that might be a matter of getting hit by a couple people, because that could change a lot of stuff too.
Yeah. Hey, JBM, so Jukebox Night is Friday nights. I believe, is it Friday or Saturday?
Ooh, I think it's Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, I think that's Saturday. Either Friday or Saturday. And then those being charged for those, man. It's $1.99 per request. Or is it $5 for 3 songs? Yeah, you get $5 super chat for 3 songs. So yeah, you gotta, that's on them, that's on those nights. On the nights where I'm here from the beginning to the end, them commercial nights. You know what I mean? I got a commercial, but I didn't start the show, so I can't end the show with a commercial. I came in late. I gotta take a penalty. So,
well, yeah. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Thank y'all for pulling up. Yeah, like Dirty said all the time. Like he said a few nights ago, like
50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing. The fact that you allow us to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated, more than we can verbally express.
You know it, because I'm gonna write that out.
Good night.